Yeah, the tank shit works amazingly on Shakuras. It works on like every map, guys. Every Terran should do it. There's no reason not to. You've already got the medevacs, you've already got the units to do it. But Terrans are just dumb. I don't know.
You're so fucked.
Who, me?
No. Now my teammate is playing off-race. So.
Oh. You wouldn't do it because you can't defend those things against mutas? Yeah, you can. You just have to keep Marines around the tower. You just keep the Marines next to the bottom of the ledge. Or even you could wait until you have a Thor or two sitting out there too and defend it well.
Your tower doesn't even have to be on top. We can just sit at the tower as well.
Yeah, no, yeah, it doesn't have to be on top. Yeah, no, yeah, I think it's super good. There's no reason not to. There's
so
no
they
reason
can
not
kill
to.
it, but they just have to sink a lot of
muta
into killing it.
Yeah. Also, I think muta builds should go out of style someday. I don't know. I think Infestor's way better than muta builds, but I guess Idris still uses the muta build, so.
You just macro.
Look, Greetorp is smart.
What is this?
It's a game I play against him. This map is really gay too, by the way. Super power, Terran slow push through these back rocks, siege and marine up. It's almost impossible to stop a Zerg. It's about as bad as Shakuras. You put siege tanks down here and you can siege shit up here. You can elevator back and forth until the expo's dead, then you can break rocks. Really strong. I don't know why Blizzard puts in maps with these stupid backdoor alleys, but he doesn't even abuse it this game.
This map is like the worst map on earth to play against a Terran, man.
Kind of. Yeah, there are worse. But this one can be pretty bad.
These are so many cliffs for you to put like siege tanks.
Yeah. Fuck blue flame aliens. Fuck, he's got a lot of workers. Okay, watch this push. This is super good. Okay, if he pushes like most Terrans push, even though I kind of got behind at the early part of this game, I can actually win really easy with fungals and just ling surrounds. Okay, but Greetorp was a really good Brood War player, so he's pretty smart. Greetorp was actually really good at Brood War. Actually, even better than I thought he was. Look at this shit, dude.
Wait, so why don't you do Baneling's game? Sorry.
Because I use Infestors instead. This is so good.
Why is this map even in MLG map pool?
I don't know why they put this map in. So good. These tanks are here rocking 30 kills. I messed up a little bit earlier, so I mean this game's a little bit biased, but But yeah, I think every Terran should do stuff like this on like every map.
First you say, yay, they remove scrap station, like a piece of shit map that you cannot like expand to your second expansion unless you try to go for gold. And then later on you look lower down and they're like, fuck, they put in Typhoon Peaks. So that nullifies the point of taking out scrap station.
There are like so many good things that people don't do against Zerg. Here's 2 other really good ways to beat Zerg, okay? I don't know why I'm telling people this. I feel like being honest right now, okay? If you play Terran, every single game you play against Zerg, you should always engineering block the Zerg expansion. I don't know why every single Terran doesn't do that, but if you engineering block a Zerg expansion, it's so annoying. It delays the expansion so much, and you let that engineering bay go up to like 830 HP and then cancel. Oh my god, it's so OP. There's only one thing that's more OP than that, okay? If you're Protoss and you do that pylon block to a Zerg Expo, every time you do the pylon block, build a cyber core next to the pylon and let it finish. Oh my god, it delays the Zerg expansion so much. Like, you have no idea how far that puts the Zerg back. Every single game, if you pylon block and then put a cyber core up on a Zerg expansion, and the Zerg tries to expand after killing it with lings, and you follow it up with a 4-gate, you'll never, ever, ever lose a game. You'll never lose versus Zerg. If you 4-gate after a cyber core expand, after a cyber core block of the Zerg expansion, you'll never lose. I don't know why every Protoss and every Terran player doesn't do that. What else is really good stuff that nobody ever does? What did we go over? Oh, Terran should always have like 4 Blue Flame Hellions in with every army. Totally nullifies all numbers of Zergling. That's super good. Let's see. How the hell else can Zerg get fucked that nobody does for some reason? Oh yeah, Terrans could actually use sensor towers. That would be good. Yeah, dude, Terrans have so many cool ways to harass. You want to be really annoying as Terran? Build like 3 or 4 Banshees in the late game, cloak Banshees, and just send them around to like Zerg bases to pick off drones. Super, super annoying. Spore colonies suck to defend against Banshees because the range is so short on them. And then you can always just fly the Banshees away after killing some drones. Chances are Zerg's not going to have an Overseer and Mutas sitting on hand to go fly around away and pick off your Banshees. Super sick harass as Protoss. Anytime in a long game as Protoss, you should always make it a goal to get a mothership, because you can run like Kiwikaki loves to do this. Get like 20 blink stalkers, blink up into a base, pick off shit, run around and kill as much shit as possible, and then recall your stalkers back to your base. Super, super sick harass. Nobody does it. It's really, really, really cool though. What else? What else is there? I'm trying to think. Am I covering all the gay bases? More toss tips. I think Protosses generally lose games because they're too aggressive. Like, you guys should be content to just sit back. Just sit back and make
and
like...
get 200.
Yeah, sit back. Whatever army you make as Protoss against Zerg, if you throw 10 Void Rays in with it, it could be fucking amazing. Like, build like 4.5 probes, 2 zealots, a couple half HP stalkers, and like 7 warp prisms, but just throw 10 Void Rays in with that motherfucker, and you got like a winnable army right there. And then max out on like probes, and you can max out on probes and like sentries or something stupid, whatever you want. But just throw like 10 Void Rays in with any army, and it's super, super, super sick. I mean, we saw Cruncher do it.
One of the biggest problems as well is after you queue the 200-foot army that the Protoss have, and then you think, oh yay, I have like a 200 pop back army again, but then the Protoss goes like mass blink stalkers, and even if you get brute lots, it might not be enough to counter like massive blink stalkers with like what, 2 upgrades after you queue the army.
You don't need to use the prison for anything. It's just a joke because 10 voids is awesome. This is a game that I played Idris style against Root Dodoro, who was playing Cruncher style. Okay, you don't have to be aggressive. Protosses are always scared. They're like, well, what if the Zerg takes a whole lot of bases? But you forget, it doesn't matter because Zerg suck shit and you play Protoss. So the Zerg can have a lot of bases. As long as throughout the game you make sure that you don't switch race from Protoss to something else, and by something else I mean Zerg, then you're fine because you're Protoss. So in this game, I think I was about to lose the show match to Dodoro and I like came back. I won 2 games in a row. Or it was like 1-1-1-1 or something. And now it's 2-2. This is the final game of the show match. I'm doing ling-bane-infestor because I think it's fucking amazing. And I just won a game before this amazingly using ling-bane-infestor. See, like this stuff, I don't know why Protoss feel pressure to attack early. Protoss is stronger than Zerg in the late game, I feel. So there's no reason to try to win in an early game. It doesn't make any sense. I don't know, in my opinion. Like, there should be no way I lose this game. Zerg overpowers with numbers. Andrew said something true earlier, though. You attack the Protoss army, and you lose all your army, and then you kill like 10 supply. and then you remax, and then you kill like 10 more supply, but the Protoss is already remaxed, so... No, that doesn't... The 300 army or whatever is kind of bullshit, unless you're playing against like a heavy gateway Protoss or something. Good Protosses aren't going to lose that much to a turn Zerg army, I don't think. No way you lose your game? Shut the fuck up, faggot. Let me get a little bit further, okay? I have this game, like... I got 1, 2, 3. I'm going to be mining 5 bases. I've got him, like, perfectly contained. My lings are at 2-2, and he has no ups for his ground enemy. My bad, he's got 1 attack upgrade. I pretty much get out the army that I'm looking to get out. I get lots of lings, lots of infestors for neural parasite, and lots of ultralisks. But, Dodoro remembers the important part about Protoss, and the important part is, you don't need to expand, you just need to make a lot of Void Rays. So, he's gonna make a lot of Void Rays. I've got my little army here. I can't really attack because he's got Force Field and shit. Oops, sorry. Oh my god, come on. Fuck. It's gonna take forever. Alright, what's up?
Don't know.
What Zerg overpower with numbers is not... I have a lot of unused mins? That's because I'm going to be maxed out. Shut up. Oh, sorry, what were we saying?
We're gonna try your strats very soon.
Oh, ZVZ or whatever?
And...
Don't do that. Don't do the all-in builds against other races. It's not good. I mean, it's good to take wins off, but you're not going to get any better doing them.
Okay.
You're going to do it anyway. Fuck you. The reason why I lost this game is because I saw Dodoro had a pretty big ground army really early, so I thought he would max out on gateway units, and he wouldn't actually have as many voids as he had. He had way more void rays than I thought. I was thinking like 6 max, and he has closer to like 18 void rays. That's your fault for not scouting? I guess. I mean, it's kind of hard to scout that. I mean, if I send anything into it, it pretty much dies instantly. Also, hey, here's another thing. If you play Protoss, you should be scouting all game long with hallucinations. Get hallucinate a Phoenix, and send it to the Zerg base, like, once every, like, minute in the game. There's no reason not to do that. You have info on the Zerg the entire game. No reason not to do that. Every Protoss should do that all the time. So, he has a lot of void rays. Yeah, this is sick. This is so fucking sick. And I lose this game. There's like no way I should lose this game. I got like all my fucking bases. I got like 5 bases mining. Oh, man. Mined out my main and my nat. He's mined out his main and his nat. So he's only got 1 mining base right now. I guess these bases aren't too saturated. But I mean, I feel pretty good at this point. I feel, I play really low drone count. It's actually, 53 is kind of low, but normally I hovered around the 60 mark. I don't know, a lot of Zergs like to play like really high, like 80 or 90, but I don't know, it's just not the kind of style I play usually. This is a pretty sick positioning for him though. I can't really do anything here. That would suck a lot. Vortex is good. Motherships are really good. More Protosses need to use motherships. Should have dumped your lings. Well, like I said, this is sick. Like I said, at this point, like, the way that the game had gone out early with him trying to break me early is I figured he had a really heavy gateway-centered army, and he had like 6 voids and like 3 colossus, but as you can see, he has way more than 6 void rays. So I pretty much like lose this army for free, which is pretty bad, because this army was pretty expensive. Actually, and look, so I'm making like 23 Corruptors, thinking that like maybe Corruptors can counter air, but I mean nothing kills this many Void Rays. Like once the Protoss has this many Void Rays, like you pretty much lose the game. Good job, Zergling. Alright, we should be good, right? Right? Maybe? Nope. Vortex fucks me. Okay, but it's okay. I still got a lot of Corruptors, right? Not really. Cloak kind of fucks me there, but I mean, like, these Void Rays are pretty damn good. Just make lots of Void Rays and you're good. You'll win every game, I promise. That was pretty much great. The only way a Zerg to beat this many Void Rays is like literally like 30 or 40 Corruptors and like a lot of fungal growth and something to kill the ground. I don't know what you would kill the ground with though, because it's going to die instantly to the Colossus. Mutas are bad as fuck. Like Mutas are really good at killing like 4 or 5 Colossus. Or I'm sorry, like 4 or 5 Void Rays, but that many Void Rays just destroy everything. Like everything. So I mean, I don't understand why Protoss feels like they need to attack too early. Protoss usually play way too aggressively. They just sit back to like 3 to 4 bases. Like that's usually how Minigun plays, or at least in the games I play him. He just sits back, he takes the gold, he just kind of chills. Once he gets turn to turn, he attacks. If the Protoss, or if the Zerg is taking a lot of bases, it doesn't matter, because the 200 Protoss army is so powerful. I haven't used the spinny Shiba build enough to comment on it. Sorry. Hi, buddy. Baneling bombs are pretty good, but it's a lot of APM and a lot of tech investment. I think Chef uses Baneling bombs a lot. I've never watched his stream, but I talked a lot of strategy with him, and I've watched him play games. I'm pretty sure he uses Baneling bombs a lot. The way to counter Lings and Banelings as Protoss is with Archons. Kiwikaki's been the only Protoss that I've played so far that's shown me an intelligent counter. And I think In Control did too. He figured it out later in the game. The best way to counter ling-bane-infestor is Archons. Mass Archons destroys it. Like, I've got these super, super sexy games with me killing, with me beating, like, these Protosses in, like, these impossible battles. And then I've got these games of me versus Kiwi where Kiwi figured out Archons destroy the build, where, like, I've got everything set up and it looks beautiful, and then all my shit dies instantaneously. Archons cannot be killed by any Zerg melee unit. Ultralisks, Lings, and Banelings all fail miserably. Even Mass Banelings, even Baneling drops, even with Fungal Growth, Archons destroy all Zerg melee units. Toss deals with mass muta by putting cannons, lots of cannons at every base, like 5 or 6 cannons at every base, and then taking to a High Templar. Deals with mutas, easy peasy. And then Blink Stalkers are really good. I didn't say Archons were overpowered, I'm just telling you they destroy all Zerg melee units. You have to switch to Roaches or Hydras to deal with them. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I listened to Adrian today. I was happy with Adrian. I think he was pretty good. Idris' style as of recently has been all cheese. People don't seem to realize that. They think that Idris has taken on this like whole new approach to ZVP, and it's not. He's just flipping coins. He even admitted it tonight on State of the Game. I mean, that's all he's doing, because he thinks that ZVP is unwinnable in the late game. I don't know if it's unwinnable, but I don't know. I've really had fun with ling-bane-infestor. I don't think it's unwinnable, but he thinks that the matchup is really, really, really hard late game for Zerg. So he's just been cheesing. This was really funny. Hold on, let me see something.
They're for something to read on your way to the city from Amazon.com. Tickets in the city from Ticketmaster.com. Or an escape from the city on Zynga's Farmville. Membership rewards points. The social currency.
In control against our Protoss debate. And we're going back and forth. That'll be easy. But if you watched the week one, you haven't watched since then. It is knife by 2v2s for Liquid. Their side of this issue.
Correct. I would assume they did not contact Koreans to ask them about this. Good, right? He's
pretty well.
yeah,
The fact that spine crawlers, they take 50 seconds to build, that's just like, I don't think there's any map with a 50-second rush distance. And so they cannot...
A mistake that they made.
Well, that's true of everything, though. No one's playing perfectly. I'm saying that Zergs have to play a lot better than Protoss or Terrans to win, in general, or get lucky. Because, I mean, shit happens, yeah.
Well, there's certain strats that Protoss do, but I think the problem is you're playing against a Protoss that flips a coin, and you don't want to flip a coin too. You want to be able to beat them. You know that you can outplay them in a fair game, but they're flipping a coin for a free advantage, and you want to be able to be in that disadvantaged situation that they took a risk to get into, and to still beat them. And in order to
What Tyler's saying here is completely wrong.
that, you have to outplay them. That's your whole thing, is you're a better player. So when people take risks against you, you're going to let that happen, and people are going to get...
So what Tyler is kind of saying here is, like, if Protoss 3-gate expos, you're supposed to all in and win, I guess. Otherwise, you're playing from behind. So basically, Zerg either has to, like, flip a coin and then all in and win, or they have to play from behind and just be okay with that, I guess, is kind of what he's saying here. I think he's completely wrong. Or it's not what a balanced game should be anyway.
To a better situation than you, and you're going to outplay them, and you're going to catch up. You're going to do something Gosu and win the game. So I think sometimes you might think that the Protoss is doing like a really solid build, but actually they took a risk. So they, you know, did a build.
I don't understand. Where is Minigun at? Where you can get him in here? The fuck is Chat at? Chad, I want you to tell me how 3-gate expo is risky to anything but a crazy all-in Zerg build. I need you to explain it to me because I don't understand.
Is he even in the call?
Alright, go. Educate me.
That's weak against some crazy
really
all-in
you're
that Zerg can do.
I 3-gate expand?
If you 3-gate expand? No, that's kind of what Tyler's saying. Tyler's argument here is basically that Zergs are letting Protosses do really risky builds. Like, Zergs pretend that 3-gate expo is super solid, but in reality it's really risky and Zergs need to punish it somehow. And I don't see any way you could punish a 3-gate expo without doing a crazy all-in build that could still be blocked with decent micro. Like, can you tell me a build that 100% beats 3-gate expo on a good player?
No.
Okay, so
But you go into mid-game with an advantage.
the 3-gate expo does or the Zerg does?
The Zerg does. If
Really?
you've ever looked at the economic lead they have, if I 3-gate expand, it's pretty ridiculous.
Really?
Yeah.
You're producing probes all game.
Right? That's the norm.
Yeah. I don't think Zerg has a huge economic lead.
It's not huge, but it's there.
I mean,
If
it
you
might
look at a
be.
game where-
I don't know if you're necessarily playing from behind. I don't know if I agree with that part of Tyler's statement. I'd really say you're playing from behind because Protoss is always better. I don't like that what Tyler is saying here is that 3-gate expo is actually risky and Zergs just let Protoss get away with it. Like, that's kind of what he's saying here. I don't know if you're actually behind or not. I don't know if I would agree with that.
If It can be risky. It depends if you tech too fast. I don't know if you've seen what Idra does to 3-gate expand now, but
Doesn't he? He just does like different all-ins every game, doesn't he? Like burrow roach timing attacks or like drops or whatever, right?
Lately he's been doing like a roach ling pressure. I don't know if you watched DSL, but what's his name? Loriza?
Losira?
Yeah, there you go.
Uh-huh.
He's done that build quite a few times against Ace, I think. Or who was it?
Isn't that like, is it like a roach ling all-in except he like takes a third while he does it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's guaranteed damage, it really is.
Against a 3-gate expo?
Yep.
Even with really good force fields?
Well, every time somebody's done it to me, they've done at least damage to get them equally ahead.
What I would think that I'd want to see from you, if a Zerg would have tried to do that kind of insane pressure build against you, is go into like, do like a 6-gate all-in after they try and take that third. I think you would win.
You have to blindly do it though, don't you?
Well, not if you scout the third. Or can't you just 6-gate all-in anyway if a Zerg tries to do that kind of... Because you know the Zerg's going to be droning afterwards, right?
Right, but it's going to be pretty late. I don't know.
I mean, it'll be pretty late, but the Zerg has screwed himself. I'm guessing Losira probably isn't on Lair Tech when he does his push, is he?
I can't remember.
I can't imagine him being on Lair Tech and doing a Roachling all-in and taking a third at the same time. So if he doesn't have Lair Tech, he's not going to have speed roaches. I think a 6-gate could be pretty strong.
I guess it depends how much you lose to the...
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I do some... I mean, I don't know how my Roachling all-in compares to Losira's or how much different it is, but I know there's like that kind of insane one where you cut it like literally like 20 drones mining minerals, like 20 to 24 drones mining minerals, and then you just go mass roach and ling. And sometimes you can win games outright, sometimes you can do damage, but if the Protoss positions their buildings really intelligently and uses good force fields at the same time, you can get totally fucked. Like if your roaches get like force field starred and like shit like that starts to happen, like you can lose pretty bad.
You can pick off buildings with roaches. I mean, if they just have sentries, they're not gonna attack.
I don't know. I'd have to see where Losira cuts drones at, because I know that the one that I do that I'm thinking of, and the one that like I know that Cats was showing a Zerg student or whatever, is like you cut at like an insanely low drone count. So to try to macro after that, you'd literally be macroing from like 24 drones or like 26 drones compared to the Protoss's 45 or 50 plus.
He cuts them at 34.
34 drones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't say anything. I'd have to look at it.
You definitely should. It's pretty viable from what I've seen.
Hold on, I'm gonna send it you to a QQ more.
And they're like, okay, if the Zerg does this crazy shit, then I automatically lose. But
see what Tyler's saying here is that there's some way to automatically kill 3-gate expo. The Protosses are playing risky with a 3-gate expo, and there's some way to auto kill it. I don't think that's true.
Doesn't do it, and then
if you do that all in and they're like trying to tech the Stargate too early or something.
Yeah, if they're doing something dumb like that. But I think a Protoss just plays normal, safe, and just waits on their tech, gets lots of force fields, and builds their little gateway army up, and is smart and safe. I don't know.
I feel like you're kind of in that same situation. You know that there's 4 or 5 builds that a Protoss or a Terran can open with against Zerg, and if you could just throw out one of those options and say, well, look, I'm going to lose against that if they do it, but I'm going to be ready for everything else. Well, then you could be in a very comfortable situation. So
see, like, this is dumb. So now Tyler here is pretty much saying, like, well, just kind of, like, pick a couple strats and, like, kind of flip coins and blindly counter it, and then, like, you can win most of the time, but, like, the one strat will for sure kill you. Like, this is exactly what Idra's kind of complaining about, is that it feels like it's too much of a gamble. I don't know. And then Tyler's kind of, like, saying, like, that's okay to gamble.
Well, can't you tell what I'm opening with my units?
Yeah.
So you should be able to counter.
Kind of, yeah.
Okay, then what's the problem?
Go ahead. Tyler goes on to say gamble is bad. Oh, hold on, shit, one
I feel
second.
like there isn't so much imbalance as it is that risky play is paying off a lot against Zerg right now. Because Zergs are...
Okay, no, wait. Are you guys sure? Because if he doesn't say it soon, you're all about to get banned. Whoever was saying that Tyler goes on to say he's not bad. Because right now he's saying it's good and gambling is good and Protoss are playing too risky.
Trying to play safe, and Terran and Protoss can get away with risky play a lot. At least Protoss. I'll throw a Terran out of it because I'm not an expert on that matchup. But at least Protoss might be taking some risk. And so you have to play them. They play worse than you. and they win anyway because they did something risky. And
see, he's saying 3-gate expo is risky, pretty much, which I don't know, I think is wrong.
the only way you could punish them for that is for yourself to do something risky.
Oh, that's definitely true. Like I said, I've been cheesing a lot more ZVP, and I've been having success just because people don't...
See, again, there you go. That's everything Idri's been doing recently has been pretty much cheesy. He's been pretty much doing all-ends, like, every time.
Expect me to do it, so it takes advantage of those risks they're taking.
Well, yeah.
And no, I still do believe there is imbalance later on in the game. I think that there are problems later on in the
So,
game.
no, Tyler doesn't say that that's bad, and Tyler doesn't back away from that. Everybody who's saying he does is a fucking idiot. Yes, he does? Oh boy, hold on.
But even if that were true, it was just purely a matter of risk versus risk, and there was no imbalance at all, that would still be terrible design for the game.
I agree. That's
unreliable results.
I agree.
I think Zerg comes out of it the worst because it is the defensive race, and it's because of all the mechanics, Chrono and Larva and Mules, reactors. I feel that Terran, or that Zerg is going to be the defensive race in these situations, and
I agree that would be a bad design. That has nothing to do with what he says earlier. He agrees it would be a bad design, but he's still saying that Protosses are playing way too, whatever, risky right now. You guys are fucking retarded. This is why you guys can't listen to things like State of the Game and then go on forums and post about it, because you're all dumb as shit. Okay?
That defensive
Jesus
race
fucking
is
Christ.
at a disadvantage because all those mechanics boost offensive power and aggression more than defense, generally speaking. I just feel it makes it...
My favorite part of this interview, though, is when, or this rant, is when In Control jumps in. I'm just trying to find that, because I thought it was really funny.
Game too risky.
I didn't even listen to it.
But that's more of a game design problem than balance problem, so the discussion's kind of shifting.
Well, it's at least eliminating some of the problems that people might be...
On the game too, it's just easier to address the early game. But even if that were true... So that was fun.
JPF is actually going to happen. We're 40 away right now. Feels like we're counting down to the...
17?
Understandable. Was just wondering. IPL though, have they announced when the qualifiers are going to be? I think there's dates for all that.
I think it's
you and also...
God damn it, I'm not going to be able to find it. It's like 2 hours long.
I just feel like there are areas that haven't been explored yet in terms of like...
What areas? Power...
I would
Yes.
agree with that statement.
No, I said there isn't one, and there is no way to scout what they're doing within...
Yes, there is.
But the same sort of...
No, that's not true. No, okay, listen. How many of you disagree with this? So, I think that Idra views the game... Okay, I think that Day 9 looks at this game, and Day 9 sees a lot of potential in the mid to late game because people are innovative and people find a way to do new stuff. People are beating things today that people used to say were unbeatable, right?
Right.
So people always find out things, all the time, like, oh, like, this used to be unstoppable, but, oh, now we found a way to do it. Oh, this, some of it's been patched, some of it hasn't, whatever. So Day 9 has a really optimistic way that he views things. But I think the problems that Idra talk about with Zerg are a couple of things that are key fundamental problems of the race that no amount of, like, crazy strategy metagame will ever fix. Like, and one of the problems that I think he talks about is a fundamental inability to early game scout against races that can do a large variety of builds that require a large variety of counters. So, like, it's impossible to scout a Terran early game. He could open up with a lot of different ways, and there's no way to scout it. And so you have no way to know how to respond to it. You're just flipping coins, basically. I think that's a fundamental problem with Zerg. Would you disagree with that?
I would agree with the Terran matchup because you can't really tell with their units what they're doing.
Even against Protoss, it can be really hard. I don't know, like, I play games against good Protoss, like, even, I don't know, like, I think games where you have, like, a Protoss will open up with a 3-gate expo, and, like, they'll be expanding normally or whatever, but, like, they can, like, proxy, like, DT tech somewhere, I guess. So, I mean, I guess you can scout like that by, I guess, counting sentries or whatever, but, I mean, like, that's pretty hard to scout, or 4-gate builds can be pretty hard to...
The expansion's much later, and their unit, it's just everything's so much slower. It's, let's see...
I've seen some, not like DT rushes, but I've seen a few Protoss players get DTs pretty early game. Like, they don't rush for DTs, but they expand at the normal time, and they just get DTs, like, before Robotech.
Well, should you have an Overseer by then anyway?
Maybe. I don't like to build Overseers, though.
I know, that's the problem.
But, I don't know. No, but the problem's not as bad against Protoss as it is against Terran, because Protoss don't have as many openings as Terran do. That's true, so fuck you, never mind. I'll give you that one.
Phraseology, when...
4-gates can be hard to scout, though, so fuck you.
Yeah, that I can.
Referring to their own matchups. I just don't feel like in this circumstance, like if you say that, I don't know what the end goal is. Like, are you saying that like, oh, it should be changed or this or that? What I'm saying is, it's venting because you're having a lot of frustrating situations, and I still feel like there's so many solutions that are still there.
What are the solutions to those problems I just listed? How do you get an Overlord in past the Marine? What is the all-purpose ZV?
No, because the solution is not how do you get the Overlord past the Marine, perhaps it's how does Jeff fly those base in various shapes. No, but I mean, like, it's perhaps the solution is that you don't actually need to try to figure out a way to get the Overlord in.
That's what I said. Then what's the all-purpose ZV to balance build? Because either you know what they're doing, or you have a build that can deal with everything. Or
see, this is something that sucks too, is that, and I don't know if I would necessarily demand this for Zerg. Like, would you agree that?
You're breaking up a little bit.
Actually, I think Kelly's gotten into Rainland. Hello?
Hello?
Hi, your mic just got really loud. We hear you, Rain. What's up? Okay, you can hear me, right, Chad?
Yep.
I think, fuck, I don't remember what I was talking about. What was I just talking about?
I don't know, I've never heard you.
You're cutting up.
Holy crap. Your mic is really loud, Kelly.
Oh, can hear you now.
Can you hear me, Chad?
Yep.
Okay. So, dude, my brain is fried. What was I just talking about? Oh, yeah. Okay, so would you agree that in TVZ, Terran can open up 2 racks Expo against pretty much any Zerg build, right?
Yep.
Protoss can open up 3-gate Expo against pretty much any Zerg build, right?
Yep.
Zerg doesn't have that build against any other matchup. We have to scout to see what's coming. We can't just open up with one build against any other race. So like what Idra's saying here is like, what's the, because Day 9 is like saying like, well, just don't scout with the Overlord then. So Idra's like, well, what's the all-purpose build then that Zerg can use to defend with? And I don't know, there isn't one. I don't know. It's kind of QQ. I just thought that Idra was pretty well spoken here, and I felt like Day 9 didn't answer any questions really well.
there's some other way to get that information. So
The Spinishiwa build doesn't Spinishiwa build get raped by? Did you ever try the 4-gate Blink Stalker against it?
I did on Nivelle Naga, yeah.
Did you win?
Of course I won on Nivelle Naga.
Okay, so fuck you. I think they should work on most maps. Blink Stalker seems like it'd be really powerful against non-speedlings and queens.
Yep.
Also, 5 Rex Reaper I think auto wins against the Spinishiwa opening.
Even SCV Marine all-in wins that. Like he told me himself, he said that's a problem he faces.
Yeah, that would probably win too. Because the link speed is so light, you're not getting banelings. Also, the best response to the Spinishiwa build is mass expanding. Most people don't respond correctly to it because of that too. Like if you take like 3 or 4 bases, Spinishiwa has to wait a long time before he can be aggressive. So if you play really greedy, a guy's got mass queens and non-speed lings, like you can get away with quite a bit.
That's true.
Oh, there is no way to get that information, and there is no build that counters everything. That is a fundamental problem.
Well, I don't think there's one build that counters everything. I would
Yes.
agree with that statement.
No, I said there isn't one, and there is no way to scout what they're doing within reason. So,
Man,
one of those has to be true, or Zerg is going to end up with a disadvantage or a coin flip or best.
Nah.
You either have to be able to scout, or you have to be able to defend without scouting. Otherwise, it's a guessing game.
I just don't agree with that statement, and it would take so long to actually go in depth with that.
What is wrong with it?
No, that statement is 100% true. I don't know. I love Day 9, but he really made me mad here.
I don't know. I have a hard time taking anything I just said seriously.
Adrian's actually pretty well spoken. I'm really proud of him. He started off QQing a little bit, but then he became really well spoken. And, I mean, the guy has a lot of experience. So, I mean, basically what Idra is saying is, you either need a reliable way to scout early on, or you need a build that soft counters everything they do. Otherwise, Zerg is broken. Otherwise, Zerg has to either guess, or no, that's it. Zerg just has to guess then. So, I think that, I think it's a valid statement. If Zerg can't scout, then Zerg needs something that will prevent them from losing without scouting. And right now, one of those statements has to be false, or else Zerg is kind of broke. I don't want to say broke, but there's a problem.
Well, maybe you do.
Well, I mean, it's like saying, this race doesn't have good aggressive potential, and then you stop.
That's not what I said. I said
Yeah.
Terran has a ton of good aggressive builds. right? Banshee
sure.
Hellions, any kind of bio-pressure, Marauder Hellion all-ins, you can expand, anything like that. They have a ton of options all across the board, from economic to ridiculously all-in, everything in between. Zerg cannot scout. Marines can prevent Overlord scouting if you are at all careful about it, and it's not a huge investment. You just need 2 or 3 Marines on the perimeter. And wall-ins block any kind of ground scouting. Zerglings, drones can't get in, right?
And what I would argue is that whenever you do see the tech path that they went down,
How do you see that?
Whenever they do their aggressive.
No, why would you say that?
That was on the way to your base.
Well,
So Idra's like, you can't scout, they can do any openings from super economic to super aggressive, and then Day 9 says, well, just wait till you see them attack? Why would he say that? Chad, why would he say that?
I don't know.
Yeah. Like,
Why would he say that?
He's coming to us.
Yeah, like, okay, I see I'm making 6 Banshees, now I'm gonna grab my lair and throw it on an Evo chamber. Why would he say that?
Let's say a Banshee comes out or something like that, or like a 2-Rax Marine. Once they've gone down that path, I honestly think that the Terran is highly limited upon that reveal occurring. So you can actually...
Highly limited, but if you have to respond after the attack is on the way, you die.
I would need to see the specific replay example. Because it's so easy to say, oh, if the attack
I think,
is coming, you just
you know,
respond quickly enough.
there's a reason why Cases was in that call tonight, because he was talking to me on Skype and he's like, oh my god, Sean is so wrong, and he told JP to put him on.
Yeah.
Oh, Sean, your brother wants to come back in the call and says that Idris
See?
is right.
Do you
Yeah,
hear
no.
that?
No, he
Do
came
I
back
allow
in.
this to happen?
Dude, totally go for it.
We'll bring him back in.
I mean, basically what I'm saying is that, like, I don't agree that Zerg is just, like, violently underpowered. And I also don't see the usefulness in discussing it.
But
and
we're
going into
explaining why. And you're unable to say anything in response to it besides saying that you disagree. So that seems kind of stupid to me.
Well, I just feel like there are areas that haven't been explored yet in terms of, like...
What areas? How are we going to scout? What is our all-purpose defense build? Because one of those has to be the case. Either you have to be able to know what's happening, or you have to be able to defend it without knowing it's happening. If you can't, then it's going to be a guessing game at best, which is terrible even if it is balanced. If it's going to be 50-50, it's still fucking bad for game, fucking bad for esports.
I mean, what I would say is that I would have builds and play around with them a lot.
Okay, give me a few suggestions, because I'm lost.
I don't know, I've never really seen you try Spanishiwa style with, like, the mass queen.
I did it in NASL last week.
Oh, I didn't see it. How, what, like, have you ever done it on your stream? Because I haven't been watching it.
If you make that many queens early on, it sets you behind if they go economical. You can't tell if they're going economical, because you can't scout again.
Well, I mean, that's a style that feels, like, really flexible, that, like, I haven't really seen...
Very
this
good defensively, but that's just disregarding the fact that they can expand as well.
Nick.
I've been fucking lurking in this little channel for a little bit. I gotta say, actually, it's really interesting to me. I kind of agree with Idra, though. I think, like, honestly, Zerg doesn't have a lot of options. I mean, the fundamental difference between StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2 is that, for instance, StarCraft 1, you know, when Zerg knows that Terran's going to push out, Terran basically only has 2 options. One is med, and the other is to go bio. And it's almost always the same composition for just, like, 3 tanks and science vessels. Why is Greg making a crazy look?
What?
Oh, wait, our webcam's back on?
No, it hasn't.
Oh, the fucking picture.
No, but anyways, going off what I was saying, I think right now Terran, when they push out, for instance, they have so many different things they can do that it's just really difficult for Zerg to actually deal with.
Well, so you guys, Greg, you're saying that you think the Sunken Colony was stronger in Brood War, so that's why Zerg's able to get by?
Not stronger, but it built faster. It could be a reactive. Like, you could put down, if nothing else, you could put down a bunch of pre-colonies and more from the spines, or Sunkens, and have them ready in time. You didn't have to completely commit.
What you're really upset about then is the spine crawler. If you were just to make it build faster, you'd be happy.
Banshees are better than any of the air options Terran had in StarCraft 1, but yeah, making the spine crawler possible as a reactive defense.
Hey, I'll be right back, guys. Sorry, somebody's at the door.
The Wraith was a bitch, my man. The Wraith was a real bitch.
Banshees are a bigger bitch. But no, the fact that spine crawlers, they take 50 seconds to build, that's just like, I don't think there's any map with a 50-second rush distance. And so they cannot be a reactive defense. That's a pretty big problem.
How do you... So for me to get in this conversation, we got to bring it back to ZVP. And For me, like, I never see a Zerg lose a game where I can't point out, like, a mistake they made.
Well, that's true of everything, though. No one's playing perfectly. I'm saying that Zergs have to play a lot better than Protoss or Terrans to win, in general, or get lucky. Because, like, shit happens, yeah.
Well, there's certain strats that Protoss do, but I think the problem is you're playing against a Protoss that flips a coin, and you don't want to flip a coin too, you want to...
He keeps saying 3-Gate Expo is flipping coins, and it makes me really mad, because I know Noni's better than that.
Be able to beat them. You know that you can outplay them in a fair game, but they're flipping a coin for a free advantage, and you want to be able to be in that disadvantage situation.
He is saying 3-Gate Expo. What else? What other build do you think he's talking about, Beatwig? Hold on. Okay, Beatwig, you're now the new representative. Okay? Tell me what else you go, Beatwig. Tell me what he's not talking about if he's not talking about 3-Gate Expo. If you can't tell me what build he's talking about that gains you an advantage every time against Zerg, then you're getting banned. Go, tell me. No, you're wrong. You're dead. Get the fuck out of here. He's talking about 3-Gate Expo. Noni is saying that 3-Gate Expo is risky, and that if Zerg lets them 3-Gate Expo, that you're letting them flip coins, and you should flip coins too.
That they took a risk to get into, and to still beat them. And in order to do that, you have to outplay them. That's your whole thing, is you're a better player. So when people take risks against you, you're going to let that happen, and people are going to get into a better situation than you. And you're going to outplay them, and you're going to catch up. You're going to do something Gosu and win the game. So I think sometimes you might think that the Protoss is doing like a really solid build, but actually they took a risk. So they, you know, did a build that's weak against some crazy all-in that Zerg can do. And they're like, okay, if the Zerg does this crazy shit, then I automatically lose. But, you know, I'm hoping he doesn't do it, and then he gets ahead. And I feel like you're kind of in that same situation. You know that there's, you know, 4 or 5 builds that a Protoss or a Terran can open with against Zerg, and if you could just throw out one of those options and say, well, look, I'm going to lose against that if they do it, but I'm going to be ready for everything else. Well, then you could be in a very comfortable situation. So I feel like there isn't so much imbalance as it is that risky play is paying off a lot against Zerg right now. Because Zergs are trying to play safe, and Terran and Protoss can get away with risky play a lot. At least Protoss. I'll throw a Terran out of it because I'm not an expert on that matchup. But
all right. I'm gonna get a drink, Minigun. Stream's all yours, okay?
Okay. You gone yet?
Minigun, you're going to NESR, right? Oh, sorry, MLG.
Maybe. Not sure. Are you?
Yeah. Fuck. Oh, fuck.
Okay, what's up?
Oh, fuck.
What happened?
I'm losing to a death ball. What's new?
Funny, I'm winning with a death ball.
You're such a faggot.
Why are you playing so many times?
What?
I just lost the Protoss. Fuck.
Did you infest your ling?
No, I overcommitted in crafters. I had like 15 crafters.
Infest your ling is some sick shit.
It's not overpowered or anything.
Fuck you, dude. Infest your ling is baller as fuck. Okay, I'm trying to ladder and not get sucked into sodas because I feel really tempted to play sodas right now.
Don't do it.
Help you get MVP.
Oh god.
We require more minerals. We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
This guy is the epitome of why I hate Zerg scouting. Cat's told me that he's trying to learn macro games, so like this guy is like the craziest all-ins that he does like every game, and like oh my god. When I say crazy all-ins, I mean like 2 Banshees, 1 Thor, 8 Marauders, 4 Blue Flame Hellions, and like 27 SCVs. Like, oh my god.
Who are you playing?
Pride.
Oh, he all-ins me all the time.
Yes. Oh man.
He only does siege tank all-in.
I'm waiting for that in the patch notes. I'm waiting for a fixed a bug where SCVs didn't count towards army tab for Terran and replays.
Pretty nice.
Actually, Minigun, I think your mic is just really quiet.
What do you mean?
I don't know, your mic is quiet. It's quieter than most people's that I've had on my stream.
Yeah, it's really soft.
Kind of like you make my dick. I'm sorry, Chad, I didn't mean that. I'm always hard for you. Sorry, that was kind of gay. I'm gonna go back to my game now.
Make this a little more awkward.
I'm sorry, Chad, but your NASL video was just so enticing. You looked really bored actually when you were doing it.
Yeah, I have that.
I'm gonna do this sick opening. And I'm totally fucking... Oh shit! That I totally fucking stole from cats, and I don't even care. He's got this opening where he makes 6 roaches with no queen. Have you ever seen it before?
Yeah, he does that to me all the time.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yeah, it's good if I expand without fucking with the blue flame helmet.
Shoot, the only problem is I don't know what I'm allowed to drone up to first, so I have no idea what I'm doing, and I took a second gas that I don't think I need. Wait, no, I need 150 gas. There we go. This shit is cash money. What? He's already got a bunker? Why? I hatched first! Oh my god. So now the question is, how many Banshees is he making? 1 port or 2 port?
I don't know, I'm not a Terran player.
I don't even know what to do. Like, I guess I could try and rush for spore crawlers, but muta, but I won't even get there in time, and I can't make spore crawlers because their coverage sucks.
Just make one.
I need 4 per hatchery. And that only guarantees that I'll be safe from 2 to 3 Banshees. If he makes 4 or 5, you can just pick them off.
If only you had some kind of tier 1 anti-air.
I've only had like some kind of transparent fucking thing that scouts bases and isn't scoutable. Like an observer. Or a fucking comsat would be nice too. I'll trade overseers for observers, okay?
Okay, as long as I get cost effective tier 1.
Like a zealot?
What? When is a zealot cost effective?
When you get upgrades and rush with it? I don't know. They're good. Zealots are good. I'd take zealots over zerglings, I think. No idea what to make right now. I don't want to inject because I want to save my money for transfuses. Because I feel like he's doing some crazy fucking Banshee build, but then I really don't know. He could be doing an all-in ground Thor build. I am making queens. But if he makes like that many Banshees, oh my god, I hate this game. Yeah, we got it! We got the queens! Get the fuck out. Spinishiwa 1, Pride 0? Hell yeah. Alright, next all-in incoming. When's it gonna be? 10 Thors, blue Flanhellions? Nobody knows. I'm excited, whatever it is, I'm excited for it.
We require more Vespers.
The fuck?
Oh my goodness. Kelly, I don't think your baby's very happy. What?
Terran's not that overpowered.
Obviously not if Destiny can beat it, right? Is that what you're trying to get at?
No, I was never.
No, I think you were just BMing.
I was, but
We require more minerals. We must hasten the creep.
Terran is so easy when you're Protoss.
Shut the fuck up. Everything's easy when you're Protoss. Jesus fucking Christ. The fucking application for a fucking home loan, when I went in to buy my first house or whatever, I had to go through all these credit checks and shit. It's so complicated. I didn't realize on the initial questionnaire, the guy asked me if I played Protoss, and I was like, no, and I thought he was joking because he knew me or whatever, but it wasn't a joke, because if you play Protoss, you automatically get approved for any home loan for any amount. Did you know that? Because it's so easy?
That's nice to know, actually.
Yeah, it is, yeah. It's good to know, in case you ever get out in the real world or whatever.
No, I'll say that for later.
What am I looking for? Apparently DDE is like pro gamer, like Soda's player. I didn't realize this before.
Oh, is it?
Like serious, like they take their shit serious, like their in-house games.
Did not know that.
Fuck.
We require more minerals.
Why do people do harass at 4 in the morning?
Harass?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Worker harass?
Why not?
It's 4 in.
This is a funny picture. It's the Inception scene or whatever with Leonardo DiCaprio and the other dude. He goes, Zergs are complaining about bad early game scouting. What should we do? Buff Archons.
They even birthed the PvZ match. Pretty buff.
Are you going to MLG whatever? Columbus?
Maybe.
If you go, Chad, I'll buy you a meal.
I don't need you to buy me a meal. It's not very much incentive anyway.
Fuck you. Well, a meal with Destiny. Do you know how many people would kill for that?
That?
Doesn't like Root pay for your travel?
They probably would for Minigun. They should.
Oh. Okay. Do you guys all stay in one room? Like what happened during last Dallas?
I'm always separate. I like to be separate and on my own. Just that kind of person. Because I'm that kind of person.
So you can bring hookahs home?
Wow, that was pretty BM. No, I just like to, I don't know, I like to do my own shit.
Key.
I like to be social, but I like my alone time too.
Think about when that.
Dude, they should make like fucking like brood master lords. Like when your infestors run out of energy. Dude, you can fucking fuse your infestors together so that at 4 AM in the morning we can do all-in fucking 2-racks builds because we suck shit at this game and we know that there's no other way we could possibly beat players like Root Destiny.
So it looks like I'm not going to play.
Oh my god, Overlord, I'm gonna lose it. There's no possible way that he lets that Overlord live.
We require more minerals. We require more minerals. We require more minerals.
It's alright, if I just make a sentry, I can infinitely force field my ramp, and then I can play super safe and we'll be all good, right?
Yeah, that's normally how it works.
I'm kidding, that'd be overpowered. You actually need 3 sentry to infinitely force field your ramp.
You need 7.
What?
You need 7.
I thought it was 3 to keep a ramp force field forever.
Oh, it's 7.
No, I'm pretty sure it's 3. You're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. Nice try, though. Nice troll, though.
I tried.
No, you don't. Trolling comes naturally to you. We all know it.
I learned from that.
I was thinking about grabbing a retarded kid and then sending him to MLG in a big I'm Destiny shirt just to see if anybody said anything. Like a really obvious Downs kid would be pretty fucking hilarious.
Wow, that would be mean. That's awful.
Oh my god. I'm gonna die to some like really dumb marine flood. I can fucking feel it. I hate this map in these close positions. This backdoor push here is equivalent to the backdoor push on Shakuras. Blizzard is the only gaming company in the history of mankind that would remove, like, fixed parts of the problem, like, fixed parts of the game because of some problem, and then implement new parts of the games with the exact same problems. Like, I don't understand. What?
Just how they balance the game.
Yeah, I guess. Ah, cool all in, bro. That's a cool all in. Man, I hope he's got a stim pack for these Marines. Derp, 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 derp. When I say I hope he has stim pack, what I mean is I know he has stim pack.
Oh, I see what you did there. Thanks for clarifying.
Yeah, no problem, Bob. Oh boy! Oh boy, I wonder if he's got it! Oh my god, never mind, I was totally wrong about everything. This guy is just really fucking bad. What is going on? Am I getting trolled right now? What was that? I don't even know what to say. This must be the... This guy has absolutely no idea how badly I BM'd him, but that's okay. What a fag. He's already breaking through the fucking back rocks. Thanks. And now I've eliminated the element of surprise. This is what this guy's about to do is pretty much the gayest shit in the world. That's okay, because I'm Destiny. I'm about to tear shit up. I'm about to tear shit up. This guy's not even gonna know. He's like, I got this fucking backdoor push. It's OP as fuck. There's no way no scrub Zerg can beat me.
Wouldn't expect anything less.
I wonder if I can sneak lanes into here. And now you're all thinking, what crazy madness does Destiny have to break out of this? Let me tell you my crazy madness. Here's the plan. I'm gonna take all these Zerglings. I'll wait for my 2-2 ups to finish. I wonder where you throw to. And now I'm going to do the famed, the infamous Zerg 1A. Go, 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 Zergy, 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 Zergy! Holy shit! So many Zerglings! Oh my god! Holy shit! What the fuck is happening? I know. 6 strat, right?
I don't know, it's pretty common. Nice job, Destiny.
Wow, thanks a lot.
We're the entire way.
Root, root for root destiny, get it?
Wow, that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
How much you want to bet this guy is Grandmasters? Fucking gay as fuck.
Oh, he's Terran, isn't he?
Nothing beats the Zerg 1A. Most powerful move in the game.
When they have infestors, that's true.
Oh good, he's just Masters.
That would make sense since you're not Grandmaster yet.